Well, welcome back. In downtown Macon, we have a number of clouds overhead. Unlike Dublin, we're not seeing glowing orange with the sunset, but it is still pretty pleasant out there. 65 degrees, wind from the north at 10 miles per hour. And right now, almost all of our winds are coming in from the north. That is not going to remain the case as we continue forward the next couple of days. We're also still monitoring that rain off to the south. There is still to the south. It looks like there might be a little bit of shower activity developing in Lawrence County right now, but it's definitely not as heavy as what we are tracking there. And then the more interesting thing that we've got going on is this flood watch that is including the western portions of the Atlanta metro and into the northern, northwestern region there of the Peach State. And it'll be very interesting to see how this rain goes as we move forward. But yeah, it's a bit of an interesting setup right now as you've got this front that's kind of draped. You can see where it is here, right? The cooler temperatures on the north side of it, the warmer conditions to the south. You can see middle Georgia right now. We're basically all on the southern portion of that, but the wind is shifting direction some. 73 was our high today and 58 was our low this morning. Both of those are a pretty good bit above the average for this time of year. And as we head into tonight, the shower chances are going to get a little bit higher out there, with temperatures staying in the low 60s and into the 50s. Lows tonight will mainly be in the 40s. We will probably have some low 50s in the warmest spots. This wind will generally be out of the east with gusts ranging 15 to 20 miles per hour. But there is a decent temperature range here. 43 for the chilly spot, and then you got 53 for the warm spot. I mean, there are some nights where the entire range is by 4 degrees between the coldest spot and the warmest spot. Then there's some nights where it could be, 10 plus degrees. And that's because of the setup that we are currently seeing. Let's talk about this wind. All right, I mentioned right now, it's mainly out of the north. But let's go to tomorrow. All right, northern half of the region. I would say if you're north of I-16, you will probably still have wind out of the north. But the southern half of the region is getting this wind out of the south. So that's going to help to keep things warm still. There's this stationary front lifting more northwards again to Wednesday. So by Wednesday now, we should all basically be seeing wind out of the south. It's going to be a little more gusty too, 20 to 30 miles per hour in regards to those gusts. And then our first cold front of the week will make its way through on Thursday. That'll be our best rain chance during the work week. A second cold front is expected over the weekend. As you can see here, a lot of clouds will carry into tonight. The shower chances are there. I don't think it'll necessarily be this widespread, but yes, I absolutely do believe that a couple of showers are going to be seen as we go through this evening and overnight tonight. In fact, there is a slim chance we have one or two by tomorrow morning. Still hanging around, but don't have as high of confidence in that. As for our Tuesday afternoon, we're starting to see that wind, as mentioned, it's kind of split, right? You got this line right here, that's that front, and it's just going to continue to give us some moisture. We'll have a few shower chances here, but nothing widespread rain-wise until Thursday. I'll have your extended forecast coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. So we'll have a first cold front come through on Thursday and bring us some storm chances there. Then Friday, the day after, a little bit cooler for Valentine's Day. And during the day, we should keep it dry. But there's another system potentially coming over the weekend. And at least the way it kind of looked with the models, I didn't like the way it looked. But there's at least a lot of time between now and then for hopefully that forecast to change a little bit. But you see, temperatures go a lot colder in the start of next week.